Hello friends, good morning. And yesterday we have completed some topics which were related to cost. Okay, we have completed total cost and variable cost. And then after we have completed the relationship between total variable cost and total fixed cost. And about their curve, we have discussed about their slope of curve slope. Left to right parallel to OX axis, that is the TFC, total fixed cost curve. Then after I explained about the total variable cost curve. Total variable cost curve has left, right, upward. And then after I said about the total cost curve. Total cost curve has parallel to TVC. Okay, but upward to the TVC. TC curve is upward to TVC and it is parallel to TVC because of it is a summation of TC is the summation of TFC plus TVC. That means total fixed cost plus total variable cost. Then we can get the TC. Okay. Now we are discussing the next one. Its explanation related to by table, by the diagram explanation, this much we have already completed. Now we are going to discuss the next topic of the same chapter, which is related to cost, TFC, TVC and TC. All three are interrelated to each other, which we have completed in the previous class. And if you have got it, then only you can get the next one. Otherwise, you will create confusions in your mind. So friends, you also open your textbook and make this all headings with me and underline also. Average fixed cost. This one topic also we have completed. Average fixed cost, that means per unit cost. Average fixed cost we can get by this formula. Average fixed cost is the cost of per unit output. Average fixed cost is the cost of per unit of output. Average fixed cost is the cost of per unit of output and which we can get by this formula. So in this we have to discuss about the average fixed cost. Average fixed cost is average fixed cost is the per unit cost for the per unit output. We can get by this formula AFC equal to TFC divided by the TP. Okay, that means what? If we are having the total fixed cost, then only we can get the total variable total. If we have total fixed cost, then only we can get the average fixed cost. Okay, friends. Next one is the so average fixed cost, that means per unit output cost, and we can get by this formula total fixed cost divided by the total production unit. That means TFC divided by the TP, then we can get the AFC. Okay, friends. Now next one which we are going to discuss today, new point, new topic is total variable cost. What do you mean by the variable cost? Variable cost already we have completed, so we will discuss today Average variable cost. What do we mean by the average variable cost? It is our topic for today. Average variable cost of a firm divide by the, if we want to get any average, that time we have very simple formula for this. Simple formula for this, we have to divide total value by this we can get by this formula. What is its formula? The formula is related to average variable cost. Average variable cost equal to total variable cost divided by the total production. Suppose total variable cost is 5,000 and production is 1,000 units. So 5,000 divided by 1,000, then how much will you get? 5,000 divided by 1,000. Then how much will you get? 500 or 50? What we will get, and which we will get, that is the average variable cost. So one by one we will explain it. The total variable cost of a firm divided by total variable cost of a firm divided by total units produced, we get average variable cost. Average variable cost is a variable cost per unit of output. Okay. This concept is useful in taking decision regarding continue the production. Why we will measure the average variable cost? Average variable cost is very important for the getting this type of decision. Or taking this type of decision, we have to continue the production as a producer, increase the production, or close the production. If average variable cost is increasing, then we stop the production. If average variable cost is decreasing now also, then we will continue the production and increase it. If production is not much in variable cost is not much increasing, it is compared to price, it is not much higher. So during this time period, we will be continue the production like that. So this type of decision will taken by, and where this concept is useful for the taking the decision for the producer as a producer, like continue the production, increase the production, or stop the production. So to find out this cost by this formula, the formula is total variable cost, this one formula, divided by the total production units. And TVC, that means what? Average variable cost. ABC, that means average variable cost. TVC, that means total variable cost. TP, that means total production. For example, if you produce 20 units by 150, 150 is variable cost. Then what is the average variable cost? Average variable cost will be 7.5. Because of 150 divided by 20, then we can get 7.5. Okay. With the same of that, we can get this one. It's a variable cost also increase if the production is increasing, and this we can explain by this example, by this hypothetical table. In this table, the total output units are 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. When 10 is produced, your total variable cost has 80 and average variable cost is 8. When production is 20 units, then production cost has uh, 150 total and average variable cost has 7.5. Next one is the, when production is 30 units, then average variable total variable cost has 210 and average variable cost has 7, because 210 divided by 3, then 7, 30 sorry. 290 divided by 40, 40 units, so 7.25. 390 divided by 50, because of 50 units, and 390 total variable cost. So we can get 7.8. 500 total variable cost and 60 units. So 500 divided by 60, then 8.33. When production is 70 and total variable cost is 620, then it is 8.85. So whenever we want to draw the diagram, we have to mention O x-axis and O y-axis. We have to draw first O x-axis. On the O x-axis, it is O x-axis and it is output. It is output what? How many units produced? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 is the last we have to written here, 70. Okay. Then O axis is showing the average variable cost. What is showing? Average variable cost. OY. Okay. 10 units produced. Then average variable cost has 8. 20 units produced, 7.5. 30 units produced, then 7. 40 units produced, then 7.25. 60 units produced, average variable cost has 8.33. From here we can measure 8.33 then mention. If when 70 units produced, then total variable cost has 620. So 620 divided by 70 we got 8.85 G point. Then if we will join this A, B, C, D, E, F, G point, then we will get this ABC curve. ABC curve, that means what? Average variable cost curve. Okay, friends. So it is the average variable cost curve. Its shape is different from the TFC, TVC, and AFC. So in this, increase the return due to increase the production. Variable cost also increasing, and average variable cost, first it has decreased cost, then it will start to increase. Average cost is also known as average variable cost is a, so you can say how its curve slope. It's first in the beginning increasing return to scale and upward decreasing return to the scale of the domain applied. Due to the present curve slope is this type. Next one is the average cost. What do you mean by the average cost? Average cost is also known as average total cost. Average cost is cost per unit of the production. Average cost is found by the dividing the total cost by the divide by the total production units. So total cost is a sum of the total fixed cost plus total variable cost. TC, that means what? TC equal to TFC plus TVC, correct? This one, total fixed cost plus total variable cost is divided by the production unit. Then also it will say, any confusion? TFC. What is the TC? TC equal to TFC plus TVC. So if I say average cost, that means TFC plus TVC divided by TP, then also it is correct. Got it, this formula? TC, that means what? TFC plus TVC. So if I will not write TC, on the place of that I will write TFC plus TVC. Then also it is correct. But if I want to find average variable cost, then what I will do? Average variable cost, if I want, I can write this one formula also. TFC plus TVC divided by the TP. Then also it is correct. If I am writing another formula, TC divided by TP, then also it is correct. Okay. There's both formula given here. Average cost equal to TC divided by the TP. Total cost divided by the total production. Then average cost equal to TFC plus TVC. Total fixed cost plus total variable cost divided by the total production units. So these both formulas are showing same thing. If you have any confusion, you read more than one time. They all are very easy and it is the shortcut. AC, EC, TP. Okay, so what is AC? AC equal to TC divided by TP. Okay. Same thing we can explain by this diagram and example. Production units are given here. These are production units. It is TP. In the second column, TC has given total cost, and we are finding here average cost. Okay. First one is if production unit is 1, total cost is 9. So 1 divided by 9 equal to 9. Total production is units are 2. Cost is 16. So 16 divided by 2 equal to 8. Okay. With me only you solve. Total production is 3 unit. Total cost is 21. So 21 divided by 3 equal to 7. Total production is 4 unit. But total cost is here saying 28. So production is 28 divided by 4. So average cost will be 7. Next one is total cost is 40. Total production has 5 units. So 40 divided by 5 equal to 8 rupees average cost. Total units are 6 which produced and total cost is 54. What is the average cost? 54 divided by 6, then 9. Next one, 7 units produced and total cost is 70. So 70 divided by 7 equal to 10. 9, 8, 7, 7, 8, 9, 10. It is the average cost in rupees. Okay, AC. Uh, as the level of the output increases, the total cost rises. But initially, the average cost falls, then remain constant and subsequently rises. If such a trend of average cost is plotted, this type of diagram we can get OX and OY. Here in this, OX is showing the production unit, OY is showing the average cost in rupees. Average, sorry, production is 1 to 7. We can mention 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 like this. And average cost beginning from the we find that and average cost is started here from the 7 is minimum and maximum is 10. So same type of point we can write 2, 3, 4. If you want, you can write directly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Otherwise, you can write 2, 4, 6, 6, 8, 10. Okay. It's depend on your wish. You can start from 1 and last one will be 10. If you want, you can start from the 2 and then also 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Use this type of piece you can write. But you remember what is the minimum and what is the highest value. Then one by one we have to draw the diagram. When production is 1 unit, average variable cost has a nine, then 8, 7, this one 7, again 7. When 4 unit produce, then it is 7. So it is the U shape, okay? It's the average cost curve is by the and because of this both are same for 3 and 4 units it has 7 7 and average cost is 8 for 5 units, average cost is 9 for 6 units and average cost is 10. So we got this A B C D E F G point and if we will join this all points we will get the U shape average cost curve. Okay, average cost decreases after some in this output and y-axis average cost. In the beginning, with the increase in output, average cost decreases after some unit of the units of a production increases in the average variable cost is more in the comparison to decreases in the average fixed cost and due to that total cost increases at average cost curve become U-shape. Okay. In short, initially, with an increase in the production, the and average cost decreases then at the particular level of the production. It is minimum, but after that it is increases with an increase in the production. Therefore, Stokes law is U-shaped. You read one time again, and if you have any query and doubt, personally message me. I will solve it. Okay, friends. Now we have completed this topic and revise it and learn it. Thank you. Thank you very much. We will meet again in the next video.